The Detroit Lions window for winning is open right now, and the Detroit Lions have to go through it. So as Matthew Stafford begins to enter his 30s as the Detroit Lions quarterback, their window for winning opens right now, and they have to jump through it. The Detroit Lions have made many big moves this offseason, including going crazy in free agency, spending tons of money. Like, if you guys can remember, if you guys were here when my old channel was the thing, I was going absolutely crazy when the Detroit Lions were making some of the moves they were. Signing Trey Flowers, signing Jesse James. I was losing my mind. They were spending so much money. And that is all for this season. The Detroit Lions decided to trade away Golden Tate for a pick for this season. Everything that the Detroit Lions did last season, the phrase one step back to take two steps forward comes into play now. The Detroit Lions took a step back last season, going 6-10 from 97, to open a window of opportunity for 2019 to be their year, and I am super excited. Well, this is their year to win, and their window and opportunity to win isn't going to be open much longer. We have a young running back in Kerryon Johnson, who already had to deal with an injury, and I'm hoping that he is okay. Matthew Stafford is entering his 30s. Matt Patricia, going into his second year, has his offensive coordinator. The Detroit Lions spend tons of money on free agents. They are looking for Darius Slay, Marvin Jones Jr. still to be those great players that they are. And with everybody aging, you're adding new pieces. The Detroit Lions window for winning is open right now. This is their opportunity. We've had opportunities in the past, but on paper, this should be a team that can win some games. This should win the division. And when Stafford is entering his 30s, you're not going to get 10 more years of greatness. You can't just say, oh, well, we'll wait a couple years and we'll be good. Matthew Stafford's window is closing. We don't know how much longer that is open, and it's hard to say for me because I hate thinking like that. But it's the truth. The Detroit Lions have to win this season. They can't decide to wait anymore. They have to go make the moves, and we've seen them do this offseason. They're obviously in the same mindset that I'm in. We have to start winning, and the Detroit Lions decided, hey, you know what? We don't care about the future at all. We need to win at some point, and we're going to start right now. We're going to spend our money. We're going to get our players, because when you think about teams in every single sport, look at the NBA, for example. A lot of teams will decide, okay, we don't care about the future. We want to win now. Here's our opportunity. We're going to spend the money. We'll figure out contracts later, but we need to go win right now. And the Detroit Lions are actually not set up in a terrible position. I'm kind of making it sound like they're in a bad position, like after this season, like they're going to be in a terrible spot. No, that's not true. But what is true is that the Detroit Lions do have guys that are beginning to age, so there's a good chance that a lot of those guys' production is going to drop. And the main guy there is Matthew Stafford. But really, across the board, they do have a lot of young guys that they have added. Amani at that cornerback position could potentially have a big role in the future. They have two very young tight ends that are on long contracts. Their defensive line is young and very good. Even Trey Flowers is a young defensive lineman that is outstanding. There are a lot of positions where they do have some young guys, but it's mainly Matthew Stafford where the window is beginning to close. And right now, it's as wide open as ever. With all of these new talented pieces they have put around Matthew Stafford, they've given him an offensive line over the last couple of years. They've rebuilt it completely. They've given him tight ends. They've tried to give him a running game, and that's supposed to happen this year. He has weapons on the outside. They drafted another wide receiver, and defensively should have one of the best defenses in the league. If not, it's going to be a complete disappointment. This should be one of the best. I think they should shut down some teams in 2019. They could have a couple games where they have teams scoreless. That's how great this defense can be in 2019. So it is our opportunity, with the division looking like it does, to win it. When you look at the Vikings, do we really trust Kirk Cousins to go win the division? I don't, and I think we can beat him. Green Bay Packers are kind of a mess completely, like throughout. I have no idea what the Packers are doing. I don't think the Packers know what the Packers are doing. They have a new head coach. They're going to be kind of in a, not rebuilding, but retooling phase. This is our chance to win the division. The Chicago Bears, they won the division last season after being last in the division. So now it's basically a two-team race in my eyes, and we should beat the Chicago Bears. We should beat them twice. We had a chance to beat them last season a couple of times. We just didn't get it done. Now in 2019, our window was open, so let's jump through it. Let's make it happen. The Detroit Lions have made multiple moves. They brought in Matt Patricia. They didn't bring in Matt Patricia and let Jim Caldwell go just because they were okay with just making the playoffs or being on the verge of making the playoffs. That's what Jim Caldwell was doing. If you wanted that, you stay with Jim Caldwell. But no, they wanted to get over that hump. They were sick and tired of 9-7. They want to win some playoff games, so they bring in Matt Patricia. They make all these moves in free agency. They make trades. They get rid of Golden Tate for the future. Everything is for now. The Detroit Lions window was open. They have to jump through because it may not be open for much longer. We can't go through another rebuilding phase at this point. We have our pieces. We have Darius Slay still here. We have Snacks here. We have an outstanding defense. We have to go win right now, and I think 2019 is a perfect opportunity. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments below, and also give me some record predictions. I know it's early, we'll be doing some more record predictions in weeks to come, but anyways, right now the Detroit Lions window is open. I want to hear your thoughts. Thank you, Brad, for watching. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, DoseOfDion 2.0, and also go check out the shop. I put a new shop there, and Bob Can We Trust. It looks so cool, I'm telling you. Anyways, thank you, Brad, for watching, and I'm out.